So, I have a friend, Amy, who's now my girlfriend. I've asked her to be my girlfriend. And her and I have been both fighting through my depression because obviously it affects her too. But I wanted to talk about some crazy stuff that has happened, and I don't know what to think about it. She was over doing laundry at my house, or where I'm staying, and she saw a dark figure walk past her. She thought it was me. And so she started talking to it like it was me. When it didn't respond, she, was surprised. She saw it walk out into the garage. So she goes, walks around the corner and looks for it, but nothing's there. She calls out to me, and I'm in the other room. So basically, she saw something very clearly she thought was me, but it wasn't. And then, later on, her and I were talking about some of the activity we've had here. We've had the stove ignite all by itself. We've had lights flicker on and off. We've had the TV turn on and off on us, and during like programs. It's really, really weird, but it'll go and then it'll go back to normal, and it'll go and then go back to normal, and then go and we don't know why. We can't figure out we can't figure out if it's the wiring. We can't figure out what it is that does it. And there's other times where the TV just doesn't do it at all. I've turned on the TV to have it turn right back off on me. I've put the TV on mute to have it unmute. For me to mute it again and walk away, and then have it to unmute again. We've had like the oven mitts that hang up on the cabinet fly off, and the hooks come unhooked, and they're in there pretty deep, and they've come just out. So we're talking about all this craziness, and she was saying that she was sleeping in the bed next to me one night, and she heard somebody trying to get in the door, and so she startled, and she turned around, and it stopped. And then she said she laid there listening to me breathe, and then something tried to get into the door again, and she said to it, just leave us alone, not now, she's sleeping, just leave us alone, and it stopped. And that got me to thinking. I was thinking, so if there is such a thing as a spiritual entity, or, some kind of demon or something that could be attached to me or be causing my depression and horrible feelings, then maybe I could tell it that it's not welcome here. And so I did. I sat down in the bathroom, thinking to myself quietly, because sometimes it's where I go to close out the rest of the house. And I said to it wasn't welcome here, and that only good energy and good things were welcome here. And I said that it needed to leave. And the third time I said it, I started bawling, crying. I had all these crazy emotions come over me. And the next few times it was harder to say, but I kept saying it, and then suddenly everything changed. Because I was feeling very suicidal, it went away. My suicidal feelings completely went away. I was still feeling depressed, but not like I had to kill myself. And ever since then, those feelings have been gone. And anyways, right after that happened, Amy, that very next day, she stayed the night at her own house, and she started feeling a burning on the back of her neck, and she didn't know what it was. Anyways, there's these 3 deep scratches on the back of her neck. Like something put it there. And it's not something she could reach back there and do. It's not an area of her back that she can reach, or upper back neck area she could reach. So literally this thing that I sent away must have gone over to her house in anger, because she's the one that mentioned these things to me, and hurt her. So my depression is better. My feelings for suicide are pretty much gone away. I don't really desire to do that right now at all. And I'm beginning to think that a lot of my issues with just life and being depressed was probably from this entity or whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, I think that a lot of it came from it. So very interesting. Tell me what your thoughts are on it. I definitely think something fishy is going on, and it could have been a spiritual entity. Anyways, thanks for watching.